Xsens users, here is a quick explanation for how to use the MVN remote control in Unreal Engine to send start and stop triggers to multiple remote MVN sessions. I love this functionality. I know a ton of virtual production directors are going to love this functionality, so let's get to it. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a MVN live session running. The suit has been calibrated, but instead of me being the operator and manually triggering a record from the MVN software, I can actually do it from within Unreal Engine. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so once you're in Unreal, you want to make sure the Live Link MVN plugin is enabled for your Unreal project. I also want to point out you want to be using version 2021.1 or higher because that's the only version of the plugin that's going to have the MVN remote control. So I'm going to close this, I'm going to go to Window and choose MVN remote control. And this window will pop up. At this point I have to add my MVN session. So I'm going to click on Add. IP address I can leave set to localhost because I'm running MVN on the same machine as Unreal. To answer your question about remote machines, you can still use this functionality, but you want to make sure that the MVN machine and the Unreal machine are on the same network, and then you would put the IP address of the MVN machine here. And then the port number is 6004. I'm going to go back in MVN and check that. So I'm going to press Add. The session has been added. I'm going to minimize this, go back into MVN, and go to Options, choose Remote Control, and there I can confirm that my port number is 6004. Cool. So let me go back into Unreal. My session has been connected to my Unreal project, and now I want to create a custom naming convention. So how about instead of Test Orange, I want to change it to Test Apple Take 1. I say set, and right there you see the naming convention change for this specific session. So once I have the naming convention that I want for this take, at this point I can go ahead and start recording. So I'm going to click record. The button will change to the stop button. In the status it tells me that it's recording in MVN, but I'm going to go back and check MVN. Alright, so there you have it. I know MVN is rolling because of this red border, but also because this record button is spinning. And then I can also confirm down here in the remote control log window that it received the trigger from Unreal Engine. So I'm going to go back into Unreal and I'm going to say cut by pressing the stop button. It switches back to the record button. Let's go back into MVN, and MVN is no longer rolling. And the log window received the cut as well. So that's essentially it. You'll notice that in this Unreal project, I'm not actually streaming data from MVN into this project. That's perfectly fine. The MVN remote control still works even though you're not streaming MVN data into Unreal. However, I do anticipate a lot of users both streaming in real time into Unreal, but then also using this MVN remote control functionality to send record triggers to other remote MVN sessions. So I hope this tutorial is pretty self-explanatory. Thanks so much for watching.